Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you're returning, look at the nice new border we have. It looks amazing. I bet the guy who made it has great taste. But if you're new, welcome to the channel. Take your shoes off for a bit. There's a guy over there. He's got the coat hangers. He'll check your coat in for you. And take a seat and be ready to hear some silly stories of people who don't know how to be rejected. And if the period denier from last video is here watching this, well, I have to break the news to you that periods do exist and you just need to accept that because you just sound stupid by denying that. So, and if you don't know because you never seen the last video, well then I guess you're just gonna have to go back and watch it to know what I'm talking about. Anyways, before we jump into it, I want you to go down to that comment section, leave a comment what you think of the new look. You're down there anyway. Like, you may as well click the like button too, subscribe, whatever. So let's just jump right on into the stories then. Let's commence the comedy. Our first one of the day. Good solid nice guys like me get labeled with behavioral issues by stupid police for standing up for what's right. Yeah, and they're stupid for having it is the problem. That's the problem with you women. Always play the victim and hide behind preference and choice when you fuck with and bully men. I shoved a bitch in a locker when she ignored me. I told a bitch I'd rip her effing head off. I don't F around with harpies leading me on. Yeah, she's a mythical beast, all right, buddy. Then they call me the bully. That's the problem with society these days. Good solid nice guys like me get labeled with behavioral issues by stupid police for standing up for what's right. I'm more of a vigilante than anything. F and R words. That's a good solid one to start out with. There's nothing too wild. It's not long. He's just like in his own planet again. Like, they just get so mad. He's a vigilante though. He's the Batman of shoving women in lockers when they disrespect him. But in his mind, I'm sure disrespecting him is just not going on a date with him. So that's a good one to start with. Just nice and easy, short and sweet. This is a good sign. Let's just see what we're gonna get into next. All right, our next one is, "Aight, bro. Sorry for being kind, I guess." Now, here's the context from the person who posted this. Was that they were talking to this guy for a month, and after talking for a week, like through text, he drove 7 hours to meet her twice in the span of a month, immediately posting a photo of them together, and immediately said that he was, or she was, his girlfriend. Mistake on my part for not thinking that there was anything creepy or odd about him. I was overwhelmed and quite lost on what to do, so I decided to ask him to slow down. Thought maybe he was he was just overly excited. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, started picking up more on the odd behaviors, and eventually decided to break it off peacefully and said I was cool being with friends. A few days after I broke it off with him, he had this interaction. And the disclaimer, I knew he was trying to manipulate me early on in this interaction. I was just playing dumb. So I gotta tell you something. Hi, I'm currently getting a taste of my own medicine, and I just wanted to furthermore apologize for how crazy I may have been acting. There's lore. Just wait. This guy's like a Dark Souls boss. If you kill him, he drops an item with a little lore description. What happened? So I really wasn't ready to date anybody, but I was at Target last Friday and this girl came up to me, asked me for my numbers, so I obliged because she was pretty cute, but I wasn't really into it, to be honest. And she's been acting crazily obsessed with me and acting like we've been dating for months, when we've only been talking since Saturday, basically. And it's really making me uncomfortable. And it's making me realize this is how I may have been making you feel. If she says one more out-of-pocket thing, I'm blocking her ass, because this is crazy. Maybe you should be mindful of how I was feeling and how that unintentionally moved things quickly. And then she replies to is, if she says one more out-of-pocket thing, well, no. You should afford her some compassion because you just did this. And just be like, hey, slow down. Well, yeah, but it's just hard, man, to go from the intensity of what we had to just being relatively melancholic with this girl. Even though she's really hot, there's just not that spark on my end fully, which is why I think she's obsessed with me, because the energy is one-sided for the most part. Well, if you're not into her, you should be honest, because if she's feeling crazy about you, you shouldn't waste her time. I'll give it a shot after I tell her to slow down. We'll see what happens. Well, if you're not into her, or you're not feeling it, you should be honest. Not just tell her to slow down, just say you're not interested while it's still early enough. Fair enough. I knew I shouldn't have given her my number because of how fresh our relationship is. I even told her that you and me just broke up, and I like how from the little description or the context at the beginning, they weren't even dating. They seen each other twice. He drove a grand total of like 28 hours on 2 trips, and they texted for like, what, a month? So yeah, they weren't even like together, but in his mind though, they were like this. I even told her that me and you just broke up, stop talking, whatever you want to call it, and she didn't care. Sorry, let me rephrase of how fresh our relationship ended, and it's still fresh. I shouldn't really be talking to anybody at all because of what happened, and I still talk to you as a friend. That might be a red flag on my end. Well, I don't care what you do. I still do want to talk to you as a friend. I don't know. That's not my business. Even if I stroke my veiny dick to the pic the food you made me on our newest post. That bowl looked sexy, dog. What? Made me hungry. Sorry, we were having a serious conversation, but okay. What? Why would you even say that? He says this girl he's talking to is saying out-of-pocket stuff. What is that? You're gonna talk about, like, jacking your schlong? to a bowl of food she posted. Wow. It is none of your business, but just out of respect, I don't know. I heard you're not supposed to talk to somebody new for a little while after breaking things off with someone. Blank. In an effort to not shoot you down, I do feel it is worth mentioning that I recognize what it is that you were doing. Not only is this not necessary to bring up towards me, I now feel inclined to mention that I've been speaking to other people because it really isn't that serious. The hilarity of this encounter makes it so that I cannot have emotional reaction towards it whatsoever. I am somewhat bewildered that you thought I would take this bait, and it only reflects how naive you believe I really am. Bro, I don't want you. I was apologizing for how I was acting when we were talking. He's backpedaling now. Just do not do this in the future. It doesn't work. You come off as desperate. Because now I realize just how crazy it seems. I genuinely am telling you this from an extremely level-headed perspective. N-word. Like, this was completely unnecessary to bring up towards me, and the connection you made for bringing it up is just silly and weak. Like, you didn't even do a good job. What the F are you talking about? I was genuinely apologizing for how I acted. Why are you trying to gaslight me? Because now I'm experiencing it firsthand. What a reason. Why are you gaslighting me? Because I did this to you. This guy's dumb. I'm actually laughing. Like, stop. Like, please listen to me. This is genuinely, horrifyingly embarrassing for you. Aight, bro. Sorry for being kind, I guess. Being kind? There was like nothing kind that he was doing. Like, all he did was just say that what I did to you is happening to me. So, like, I'm sorry I did it, but like, he's only sorry because it's happening to him. You could literally just say this. I had to drop the lore, otherwise it'd be weird. It's already weird. Like, if you guys broke it off and you're talking to someone else and this is happening to you now, you should have just chalked it up as like karma coming back to him and giving him a taste of it. There was like zero reason to text her and tell her about it, and then he like gets mad when she really doesn't care. And also, I don't believe you. I'm not as stupid as your previous bait. Please don't even try me. I'm not trying anything. I think you may be crazy. Whatever. Oh yeah, the gaslighting. Through the roof. Aight, bro. Sorry for being kind, I guess. She replies to that with, this is genuinely delusional. Send this interaction to literally anyone blank. They're gonna call you desperate. Aight, lil bro. No, do it. I'm personally saving your life right now. Every single person is going to call you desperate. And she's not wrong. Absolutely not wrong. I really don't give a shit what people think about me blank. You're extremely immature, blank. Like, it's actually astounding to me. And we didn't work because I picked up on this. That's the gag. The F you doing? Oh, and another thing before I leave. The entire time we've been apart, I've been wishing you nothing but the best, and that I hope you find someone closer to you and all this and that. I still want to be your friend, so the fact that you're calling me desperate and immature genuinely is wild, and perhaps a reflection on yourself. Okay, goodbye now. Well, that's the end of that one. It wasn't as good. Like, he was, I don't know, he's just going off. He kind of was exactly as he said it himself. He was getting a taste of his own medicine. But I just like how when she's calling him out, basically telling him, I don't care. Like, you look desperate telling me about this. Like, you think I'm gonna come back to you because of it. And she's just not buying it. Yeah, he just kind of like He definitely was desperate. That's all. He was just desperate. Let's continue on. I mean, I try to talk to people and they're all out for themselves. I'm gonna have dinner now. No, I mean, I try to talk to people and they're all out for themselves, etc. It ends up being like never talk to them again because they already have their own group, I guess. I mean, just going out and saying hello, you know? Some people are nice, but I forgot people can take advantage fast. Okay, me soon too. I like how this is already just like a wall of text on a one-sided conversation. Or like, if I text someone, I never end up meeting anyone. But not because I don't want to, I guess. Just became hard after a while to keep only texting. So it's like the person can take something the wrong way because of how it's said. Like texting for a long time, I feel like it becomes more like walking on eggshells because you're invested in seeing someone, but one wrongly stated message or be in a situation where you can't text, lose your phone, million things, and it ends. So I assume most people want to be alone. I don't know. I'm still wondering about you. How are you as a person? In person. Tell me after dinner. Sorry for long text. TTYL. Okay. Well, did you try actually asking women out instead of just pummeling us with manic level of text storms? That's literally what I just said. Like, he's just having a wall of text basically being like, poor me, poor me. I text all these girls, but nobody ever wants to meet with me because like all I ever do is just text them like a 1,000,000-word essay. No one has ever really insulted me like that. I don't really know many people who call me a maniac. Well, she said manic, not maniac. And pummel? Like I'm abusive or something? So it takes a second to hear someone say that. That takes the wind out. I just take it as well. A person like you doesn't really know me. And there's no use getting upset if someone calls you a maniac. Manic doesn't mean maniac. Manic means hyper. In person with a real friend, I'd take it different. I don't know, I guess. Don't you teach English? No, I think I'm all set. What do you do for work? How old are you? Why aren't you married? I teach Spanish and Italian, but thanks. That's what I mean. People insult like that. Why do you hate men? Well then, it's always the jump to that. Like, you said something that I didn't like.
Why do you hate men? Why? What happened to you? Why do you hate all men?
You don't want to sleep with me? There's only one logical reason. It's because you hate men. That's why you won't sleep with me. It's not the fact that I am totally repulsive, the most annoying human on the planet, a pick-me in every single way. It's just because you hate men. That's why you won't sleep with me. Then why talk in the first place if you hate men? Oh yeah, he's gonna keep going on that angle. Maybe the men you've known. Why do you have kids if you hate men? Don't you know how to take care of children? Maybe they should be taken away from you. Oh my god. And who are you? I can find out. I have people like you arrested. Usually a few. English literacy. What? What are they gonna be arrested for calling him a manic? Something happens. I said it last time. Like something clicks in their brain and then they just start losing it. I love it. Yeah, now you're texting like a maniac. I'm effing with you. I'm not anything. I'm what I said. I teach at URI, but you're a bozo. Why did you talk in the first place? I seem hyper because I'm only talking to you. And you misread what I said. Like you're just someone who messes with people's heads. And people like me are bored enough to do it. No means no. Stop messaging. Stop messaging. Handle rejection with a little grace. Why don't you? Women are allowed to choose not to talk to you. And frequently do, I imagine. Oh, she's going for the throat. Holy man. He actually waited 1 whole minute. Must have been at the end of the minute when he replied. Okay. I'm blocking your number now. Good luck out there. Stop texting me. I have other numbers, LOL. But I don't want you to stop texting me. Is he trying to say I don't want you to stop texting me immediately after he just said stop texting me? Yeah, he can't even make up his mind. Like 1 second.
Don't text me. Don't talk to me.
I have other numbers.
Please don't stop texting me.
And that marks the end of it anyway, though. That's, I like that one. That guy's just, that's an incel crying about how nobody wants to meet up with him. He can't even get a date. They always ignore him. Well, you just showed why. You don't know how to talk to a woman, and then as soon as they try telling you what you're doing wrong, you instantly flip it and try and act like they're the ones in the wrong. We got a juicy title on this one. You ghosted me after I asked for nudes, knowing you were in a relationship. That's why the suicide rate is up. LOL. I have a question, and you can delete me or block me. Just being the artist I am. I'd love to see your body. Not to be weird at all, just because I know it's beautiful. It's like a masterpiece. It's truly out of respect. LOL. No. Respect that. And I had to ask. And not to be mean. Horny man behavior. Nah, not horny at all, to be honest. Just truly curious, that's all. I'm not horny. I'm just curious what you look like naked. Like, come on, I'm just an artist. This is art. It's not weird. Not weird at all, no. You know, I do this all the time. People do it. Just listen to me, please. Nothing sexual about it. You're just my type. I don't go around saying that to anybody. And I haven't ever said that to you. If I was, it would be the first thing I would have said. I see the body as a temple, an art, not a horny man. Just respect a good body when I see one. Truly admire it. That's what every horny man says. Oh my god, you're killing me, Smalls. Then he sends some kind of a, maybe I guess a painting or a drawing of some naked girl. Some of my artwork. Guess you're done talking to me? Okay, you one of those who just run instead of commenting, communicating. I don't know how he mixed that one up, but okay. So you're gonna block me on Instagram? Damn, I deleted my Instagram, didn't block him. Why are you being childish? Good talk. People like you, that's why unaliving is up. You don't know what people are going through, ever. How does, like, he even connect those dots? She didn't want to send him pictures of herself naked so he can draw them because he's an artist. So then he just follows that up with, like, women like you. That's why people unalive, because of you. You alone are driving those numbers up, you harpy. Like, how dare you? I'm an artist. I'm just an artist. That's it. Nice guy thinks he's better than Guacamole. LMAO. Oh, or you can see in her picture, you can see she's got like her Snapchat story and he's replying to it that Guacamole better than sex. LMAO. So you obviously haven't had sex with the right man. Allow me to change that? Haha, no thanks. I'll stick with the guacamole. Her name. You are one intriguing woman. You complain about being single, and yet the second a nice man offers you his company, oh yeah, his company, alright. You think the guacamole's better than a man? Come have my eggplant. That's my company, because I'm a nice man. Yeah, yet the second a nice man offers you his company, you would rather eat guacamole? This is why you're fat. Oh yeah. Instantly straight to the, you're fat anyway. Yeah, I wanted to sleep with you. But that doesn't matter now. You're fat. Always that. I think that might be the funniest thing I've ever read. It's like, you can't grasp the concept of irony. Maybe you're not as nice as you think you are. Effing bitch. Bitch, you would be lucky to have me. You should be grateful I'm even talking to you. Oh yeah, he's God's, like, God-given gift to the earth. Like, she needs to just be, like, so thankful. Like, just...
Thanks, thank you. This is the greatest man ever. He offered me
His disgusting penis.
instead of my guacamole. You're so right. What was I thinking? I'm being so dumb. You're obviously such a nice, charming guy. When can you come over, sexy? Wait, really? Eggplant, eggplant, eggplant. Really? F no, I'd rather die alone. Like, how dumb. He just like totally fell for the bait too. As soon as she said it, he was just like, I'm getting in the car. I'm coming right now. I'm going. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Oh, I love that. He's just like all in, right, ready for it. Wow, it worked. I heard people saying if you treat women like shit, they love you. They love it. So we tried it and thought it worked. Glad it backfired. That was a good one. I really like that. A Facebook friend had her boyfriend pass away recently, and she shared this experience from a nice guy. Hey, call me if you need anything, please. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Anything at all. even if you just want someone to talk to. Please just know all the BS that we have been through. I will never love the way I loved you. Really not in the mood for this. Okay, sorry for being in love with you. Like, where did these people's brains go? I don't understand. Like, you're trying, obviously he's just using at the angle that he knows that she's single now because of a tragedy. It's just gonna be instant that if he confesses his love to her in this moment of grieving, she's just gonna jump all over it and just be like, yeah, you know what? Screw my dead boyfriend. I'm just gonna like move in with you immediately because you confessed your love when I was like the most vulnerable. Glad you took me as such a piece of shit when you were my life. Don't worry, I will never text you again. Like, 2 minutes. Like, I wish I could see like the sent receipts to see how long he flipped from one angle of anything you need. Like, I'm always here for you. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I am there for you. Anything at all. I'm not in the mood for this after he confesses his love. Yeah, don't text me ever again, you harlot. You succubus woman. Effing stop or I'm blocking your number. My boyfriend just died. Do you get that? Bye. Maybe if I was effing dead, maybe you would care. Driving home. Hope I die and you miss me just as much. F you. That's like brutal. I don't even understand how anybody, I don't care how desperate and an incel you are. When somebody's in a moment like that, how could you ever like think of it even for a second to like try and turn that into an angle where you are gonna try and pick up this woman, let alone then go and try and make it a pity party about yourself and just be like, I'm driving home. Maybe if I was dead, you would care about me. Like, you care about your stupid boyfriend who just died. Like, I could be dead too, and then maybe you would care. That's pathetic. Like, that is like the lowest level of low of a human being you could be. This last one, because we're gonna end it after this. It's a poster from a church dance. And first dance kit. And this had to have been written by like an incel, nice guy, never kissed a girl in his life. Had to have wrote this. Get ready for the dance. Paint your nails, wear a little lip gloss, don't forget to brush your teeth. Step 2, don't forget what the approved dress standards are when choosing your outfit. You don't want the embarrassment of being asked to go home and change, and you don't want the guy dancing with you to feel uncomfortable because of the questionable outfit that you somehow justified. Okay, so, you know, I can agree with that one, because like, well, if it's at a church, you gotta have some kind of standard. Like, obviously, I don't think you're going to a church dance wearing like a little mini dress, and like, obviously don't just show up wearing like street clothes looking slobby. Number 3 on here, go with a friend, but don't be joined at the hip. No guy is going to interrupt the highly intense conversation you seem to be having with your girlfriend every time he walks by you. I like how, like, this is at a church, and it's describing this like basically as it's supposed to be like a speed dating thing almost, where it's, yeah, no guy's gonna approach you while you're at the church dance. Number 4, never say no to a guy who had the courage to walk up over to you and ask you to dance in the first place. A song lasts approximately 3 minutes. It's not that bad. Is this like been wrote by a guy who had the courage exactly one time to walk up to a girl and ask her to dance, and she rejected him? And then later on, now he finds himself on the board at this church where he gets to write this like flyer for it, and the instructions or the rules, whatever you want to call them. And it's like, yeah, no, you never can say no to a dance if a guy walks up to you and asks you to dance. That's quite the rule. And number 5, know your standards for the strength of youth. And 6, don't forget your dance card. The hell's a dance card? Like, I don't know what that means, but yeah, that was a pretty good little one. obviously you can tell the kind of guy that wrote that, or girl, I guess, but it seemed more geared like the guys, they don't have to do anything except maybe just like brush your teeth. But all the girls, yeah, no rejection. This is a rejection-free church dance. You will be taken by the hand out onto that dance floor by any man. It's only 3 minutes. It's not that bad. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave that here. There's plenty more stories out there, but I don't want this video to be, an hour long. So, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And, like I said, let me know if you, like the whole everywhere here, what you think about it. And, yeah, thanks for watching. And click on one of the videos that'll be over here if you like this one, and there'll be plenty more coming out soon. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.